Hi, it's Sandra here from Creating Spain, and this is the card I'm going to be making today. Okay, so this is the front panel, but it's not just one layer. I have put some extra layers on the back because I want to raise it up, and I didn't want to use the usual foam tape to do that. I just wanted it to be slightly raised. But with the foam tape, I figured there would be a little bit too much give, so I wanted to do it with card. Now, if you're going to do it this way, make sure your dots line up. Stick that down, and then I can remove that from the frame. Okay, so I have that bit done. Just going to press it down, make sure it's well stuck, hopefully. We shall find out in a couple of days' time when I find out whether the glue is working well or not. Right, now if we look at this one, we can see the flowers. Now I've cut these out of embroidery backing, but you could use either a very thin paper, or indeed you could use tissue paper, something like that, as long as you can cut it. Now I chose the embroidery backing for two reasons. Firstly, I can colour it any way I like, and I had this already in my stash coloured. It was literally just a piece of embroidery backing, and I've been painting something else, and when I wanted to clean my brush, I just cleaned the brush off on here. Didn't throw it away because I thought, well, actually the colours are quite nice, and so that's what I used to cut the flowers. So I have some more of these here, and now you'll see the reason why I actually wanted this raised very slightly. What I'm going to do is to put some glue in here, and I'm going to use my varnish because this is easy to apply in small places. A blob of varnish, and I just take one of the flowers, if I can grab just one, and I use one of my ball tools. Now I place it over the hole, and because it's transparent, you can see where the hole is, and then press it down really well, like so. So you have that little dimple, and that's what gives it the dimension. And that's why I wanted to use a couple of layers of card underneath. Now, the next thing I want to sort out is my sentiment, and as it happens, I've just got a very small sentiment in my stash that I've decided to use, because this is only a 4 centimetre circle, so you can't put a really big one on there. And I've gone for Memento Sweet Plum. It's quite a nice dark ink and very suitable for a small, fine sentiment. If you have it too pale, you won't be able to read it. So, put that in the middle, like so. So, we have our sentiment done. Now, if you're very wary of trying to put something in the middle there and getting it centred, you can put a piece of paper which has got the same pattern on it over the top of there, and then you can use that as a guide to place your sentiment. Okay, so that's how you can do that. Now on this card here, what I did was I used this, which is Pearl Effects by Dove Crafts, and I just dotted some in the centre of each flower. Now, a word of caution, if you're going to do that, make sure your glue is dry first, because otherwise it may well cause the flowers to detach. Alternatively, don't use that and use crystals, and I'm just going to place this in here and down. Oops. That glue has obviously not worked very well for some reason. Normally it does. Okay, I am going to switch over to silicone glue and re-stick my flowers. So all I need to do now is put my decorations in the centre. And I've decided this time I'm just going to use some little crystals. I said normally you would wait until this was dry to do this, which is why it's causing me problems at the moment, because this isn't staying put. There we go. But you can see the effect that you get. It's very pretty. So that's it. A nice simple card for whatever occasion you choose, depending on the sentiment, or you could leave it without a sentiment. I quite like it either way.